Okay. Chair, I confirm that the meeting is now live on YouTube and that it's also being recorded. Over to you.
Thanks, Sue. Good evening and welcome members of the public, councillors and honorary aldermen to East Devon District Council's virtual extraordinary council meeting on Tuesday the 9th of February 2021. I am Councillor Kathy Gardner and your chair for the meeting. I would also like to welcome anyone watching the meeting via the live streaming. All participants here today are taking part remotely and the committee is being viewed online and recorded, so please bear this in mind throughout the meeting. And may I remind you to be careful with your language. May I also remind members that the Code of Conduct applies throughout this meeting. We also reserve the right to remove and disconnect any participant who is disrupting the meeting by whatever means. As the meeting is dependent on an internet connection and a power supply, in the event of a break in the internet connection or a power cut, please bear with us as we try to reconnect. If we're not able to reconnect after 15 minutes, the meeting will be adjourned and reconvened at a later date. Please check the committee page on our website for further details. Please make sure all microphones are muted when you're not speaking to avoid any background noise. Please keep your points short and do not interrupt when someone else is speaking. If you wish to comment, please raise your electronic hand and wait to be called. All councillors have been sent the agenda for today's meeting. Any members of the public who want to view the agenda can do so by visiting our website at www.eastdevon.gov.uk. We will now start the committee by doing a roll call of all members here present. Can you now please unmute your microphone? And when you hear your name, please confirm by saying present. When you have confirmed you are present, please remember to mute your microphone again. Sue.
Thank you, Chair. Councillor Allen.
Yes, I'm present, Sue.
Thank you. Councillor Armstrong.
Present.
Councillor Arnott.
Present.
Councillor Bailey.
Present.
Councillor Barrow.
Present.
Councillor Bickley.
Present. Thank you, Sue.
Councillor Blakey.
Present.
Councillor Bloxham.
Present.
Councillor Bond.
Present.
Councillor Brown.
Present.
Councillor Cahill.
Present.
Councillor Chamberlain.
Present.
Councillor Chapman.
Present.
Councillor Chubb.
Present.
Councillor Coleman.
Present.
Councillor Davey.
Present.
Councillor Desaran.
Present.
Councillor Dent.
Present.
Councillor Faithful.
Present.
Councillor Gardner.
Present.
Councillor Gazzard.
Present.
Councillor Hall.
This is Councillor Moulding here. Councillor Hall will be late, but he will be present.
Thank you, Councillor Moulding. Councillor Hartnell.
Present.
Councillor Hawkins.
Present.
Councillor Haywood.
Present, thank you.
Councillor Hookway.
Present, thank you.
Councillor Howe.
Present.
Councillor Hughes.
Present.
Councillor Ingham.
Present.
Councillor Jackson. Councillor Jackson.
Present.
Thank you. Councillor Jarvis.
Present, thank you, Sue.
Councillor Jeffrey. Okay, I'm aware, Chair, that Councillor Jeffrey might be attending later, so I'll come back to that. Councillor Johns.
Present. Thank you, Sue.
Councillor Young.
Present, thank you, Sue.
Councillor Key. Councillor Key, Councillor King,
Present.
Councillor Ledger,
Present, thank you, Sue.
okay. Councillor Loudon,
Present, Sue. Thank you.
Councillor Manley,
Present.
Councillor McCullum,
It's all right.
Councillor McCollum. Okay. Councillor McLaughlin,
Present.
Councillor Miller,
Present.
Councillor Moulding,
Present.
Councillor Parr,
Present.
Councillor Pepper.
He sends his apologies, Sue. It's Philip Skinner speaking.
Thank you. Councillor Pook,
We've got the Lower
Present.
Alton Inspiration Project on
Okay.
Spotlight tonight.
Turn your mute off, Eileen.
Oh, sorry.
sorry, Councillor Pook. Sorry if I'm repeating myself.
Present. Thank you.
Thank you. Councillor Pratt,
Present.
Councillor Ranger,
Present.
Councillor Rickson,
Present.
Councillor Rowland,
Present. Thanks, Sue.
Councillor Rylance,
Present.
Councillor Skinner,
Present.
Councillor Taylor,
Present.
Councillor Thomas,
Present.
Councillor Twist,
Present.
Councillor Wibley,
Present.
Councillor Woodward,
Present.
Councillor Ragg,
Present.
okay. Councillor Chris Wright,
Present.
and Councillor Tom Wright.
Present. Thank you, Sue.
Thank you, Chair. That's over to you.
Thank you. I can confirm we're quorate today, more than a quarter of members being in attendance. Agenda item 1 is public speaking. There are no members of the public registered to speak, as far as I am aware. Moving on, therefore, to agenda item 2, apologies. We've had the apologies through the roll call, I believe, and no additional
Yes.
apologies. Is that correct, Sue?
That's correct, Chair, yes.
Agenda item 3, declarations of interest. Are there any declarations of interest? If anyone has one, please raise your hand. Councillor Loudon, I see your hand is raised. Is this for a declaration of interest?
In regards to the item coming up on the agenda, do you wish to do that when you go into part B, Chair? Do you want to take my declaration then?
Yes, I think
Okay.
I think that's fine. Your role as portfolio holder. Yeah,
No,
that's-
I have another declaration, but if you wish to make it in part B when it's in camera, I'm happy to do so. Entirely up to you when I take it.
It might be more sensible to take it now, given that this is the agenda item for declarations of interest. Henry can nod or shake his head if he likes.
I'm slightly nervous, Chair, because I probably need to reference what we're going to discuss. So
Okay.
I think we're taking part B.
thank
All
you.
right, that's fine. I don't see any other hands. Thank you for that. Agenda item 4, confidential and exempt items. To agree any items to be dealt with after the public, including the press, have been excluded. There is one item which officers recommend should be dealt with in this way. Agenda item 5, exclusion of press and public. Can I invite the Vice Chair to move this item, please?
That under section 100A(4) of the Local Government Act 1972, the public, including the press, be excluded from the meeting as exempt information of the description set out on the agenda is likely to be disclosed, and on balance, the public interest is in discussing this item in private session, part B.
Thank you, Councillor Ranger. Now, as
Yes, we need a vote.
live streaming is going to be
Chair, we need to have a vote, please, just to confirm that that motion is carried.
right.
So members, if I can ask, please, that you vote in favour of the motion by showing your yellow hands, please. All those in favour? Yes, that's clearly carried, Chair. Thank you.
Thank you. Please will members remain silent while the officer stops the live stream.